Hello everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Thank you all so much for coming and watching my YouTube channel. Please go above my head and click that video that I did for Power BI for beginners, okay? And also go down below, there's a link there. Just click there and join our WhatsApp group if you're interested. There we share content every week, every month for everyone to learn. But today I want to teach you how to build simple calculations in Power BI, okay? And I'm going to be using DAX. What does DAX even mean? DAX means the data analytics expressions, okay? These are libraries that are made up of functions and operators, okay? And these functions and operators can be combined to build expressions and formulas, okay, especially in Power BI. But you can find them in other analytics services and also analytics services like Tableau, and you can also find them in Power Pivot in Excel, some Excel models, okay? And it's amazing because developers design these for you to use and write many codes. But today I'm going to be using what we call in Power BI quick measure. Quick measure is for those of you who are not code oriented or who are not good at writing codes, okay? Yeah, you can do your quick measure and then you see the code automatically in the background that the developers have designed for you. And this is how you can start using this tool for data visualization and also doing a whole lot of manipulation as you interact with data. Let's get in there. Let me show you what I mean.
Hello everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Today I want to show you how to use DAX calculation in Power BI. DAX stands for Data Analysis Expression. Okay, DAX is a programming language that is used throughout Microsoft Power BI for creating calculated columns, calculated measures, calculated custom tables. It is also a collection of functions, operators, and constants that can be used in a formula or expression to calculate and return one or more values. We are going to be using this now to show you how to calculate in Power BI. But before we do this, I want us to go in and show you the Excel sheet that we are going to be using. So right here we are going to be looking at this table, product name and the quantity, cost and sales, okay? So we are going to be looking at the total cost, which is the cost per each product times the total product, and total sales, which is the sales per product times the total product. And we are going to do this for all the rows, okay? But we are going to be performing the total cost, total sales and profit, which is going to be total sales minus total cost. We are going to be doing all these using the Power BI. But before we do that, let's load this data in our Power BI. I'll show you there's another amazing way of doing this. I'll just copy all this table like this from here, right here, and I click my Ctrl C and I come to my Power BI. When I come to my Power BI, I'll just come here. Instead of going through here to have other options, I'll come here to this paste data into blank table. I'll just click here. Once I click here, it's going to open up another space, which is a table. It's going to be a blank table. You see, this is a blank table here. You see, I can add columns from here and I can do a lot of things. So I'll just play with my mouse in the middle of this blank table and I right click and then I paste the data I already copied. You see, and when I copy this, paste this data here, you see that I have all my data here. But there's something that we are facing here which we are going to be fixing. The headers are coming instead, like product name and quantity, okay? These headers are supposed to be here. We are going to be fixing this moving forward. So I can add a space for another table here or a column here, and I can right click and I delete it, okay? I can also add a space for another row here and I can right click and I can delete it, okay? So I can put items from here and add more and more items as I want. But of course, let's go now and edit this table. We are not going to load, we are going to edit it because we have identified a small problem here. So I'm just click edit here. You see that when I click edit, it brings me here and I'm inside the Power BI query, okay? And I'll just come here to transform columns, or transform here, sorry, and I say use first row as headers, and I'll just click here, use first rows as headers, okay? And I'll just click this use first rows as headers, and all these headers are gonna go, they'll move to the first row, okay? Just pay attention. You see, wow, you see it has already changed here, okay? And we are already seeing indications here that we are dealing here with money. We are dealing here with money. This is sale, this cost, and this quantity. We'll just go ahead, and then we click on our home here. We go to close and apply. So while we are here, remember that we have to create our total cost and our total sales, which is going to be times in with quantity. So if I come here to this table here, and I over my mouse here and I click, it shows me I could find my quick measure here. Right now what I'm looking for is my quick measure, so I could not find it here, and I can see it here in this small option here, and I click here. Once I click my quick measure, it brings me this space here, and this is calculations. And I'm going to come up here, and then when I choose this small icon up here, it brings me down to different kind of calculations. You see, we are going to be talking about this in the future, but today I want us to talk about the mathematical operations here. So right here I want to do multiplication, so I'll just choose multiplication here, and I'll choose multiplication here, and then my multiplication base value is going to be quantity. I want to take quantity, so we are selecting from the table, so I'll just come here and I choose quantity, and the value to multiply with, so I want to be multiplying quantity with the cost. Okay, and I click cost, and here now I want to get my total cost. Okay, so I'll be taking each price, each cost, and multiplying with the total quantity. So I'll just go and I click add. Once I click add, it will give you some time to get that measure done. But when I click add, it indicates here, so this is the code that we're supposed to write. So Power BI has done it for us. Okay, that's why we are using the quick measure. Okay, this is for those who don't know how to code, who just want Power BI to write the code for them or do the calculations for them. So right here, if I come and click on this data here, I'm going to see the measure, quantity time cost. So this is our total cost here. I could change this name, but before I change this name, let's go and do the second measure, quick measure. I'll keep this total this sum of quantity here, and I'll simply come up under here and I cancel this, and then I choose my data again, and now I select sales. Okay, instead of cost, and I select sales, and I click my add again to create the second measure. Remember, we want to get the total sales, the total cost, and this is going to take some time. So here again, you will still see here it says quantity times sales. So this is another code that it has automatically written for you, so you can still use quick measure and start learning how to write these codes on your own. Okay, and then right here now there's something I want us to do here amazingly, but let's first come and check our data here and see we have total sales and total cost. So now we want to say that total sales minus total cost to get the profit. So we are going to come again, come to our quick measure here, and then we're going to come here now. Instead of taking multiplication, we are going to take subtraction, because we want to subtract something from something. So I'm going to click this off, and then I select my data here, and I say the base value here is our sales. Okay, we'll click our sales, and then value to subtract. We want to be subtracting our total cost from our total sales. So we are going to come here to our total sales here, and then we are subtracting our total cost from total sales. Sorry, I'm supposed to choose total cost. Okay, this is the total cost here. I've just chosen that, and then we click add, and we give it some time. You see here that it creates another code for another data analysis expression code here. You see quantity times sales minus quantity times cost. You see under here, and if we come to our data here, we are going to see the same here. Okay, so we are going to create a small table here and then show you how this works. Okay, I'm going to do that before I come back to this video. Let me just do that, and then I can come and show you how it works. So right here, see what we did here. We have simply come here and chosen our visual, this table here, and then just selected all the required indicators or required calculations. Okay, so here we had product name, we had the quantity, we had the sum of cost, sum of sales. Okay, and here we're timesing total cost here, which is quantity times cost. We're just timesing this $100 with 50, and then give us 5,000. Okay, and then quantity times sales is total sales, which means that we are timesing $120 with 50, and it's giving us 6,000. And then now we are saying that total sales, which is 6,000, minus total cost, which is 5,000, is giving us 1,000. Sorry. And when we look at here, it shows that we are making minus here. We are losing 15 here, because we were selling for 450 while we costed for, while we spent 500 to buy. Okay, so that's why we are having a minus here. If you come again here on this column, you see that we were costing 1,500 but selling 1,400. So the indicators are clear here. It shows that in these minuses we bought high and then sold less. Okay, and this is how you can create your measures. We can still use different visuals, but today I just wanted to show you how to create basic calculations using DAX and without stressing. Those of you who are not code oriented, who are not savvy in terms of writing code, you can use the quick measures option and start doing a whole lot so far as Power BI is concerned. Thank you all very much and stay blessed.
Thank you all so much. I just hope that this video was helpful to you. And if you are a student, if you're a researcher, if you are in secondary school, anywhere you are, please share this video as wide as you can. And these are the tools that will be used in future and even currently in many of the huge companies that are coming up. Okay, and these tools are across the globe. It's amazing because wherever you are, you're learning this tool, you are already putting yourself or positioning yourself in the global market in terms of employment and also in terms of solving problems. Thank you all so much. I remain Hilary Chin and see you in the next video.